crazy how you changed the way I look.
Just got my exercise on. You know, sometimes you gotta find a song that just does it for you, that just makes you want to exercise all day long. And that song for me is Kiss by Kiss by Brett Young. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on this topic for today. I'm gonna go upstairs and we're gonna follow me.
And I'm starting to think I found the better part of me. Yeah.
Okay, so this is Dr. Natural Nikki coming to you from Imagine Wellness. So we're going to go ahead and get set up today. Today we're going to be talking about detoxification. I had some questions when it came to people asking about detoxification, so we're going to talk about that for today. If you have any questions, please, don't hesitate to email me or make comments below, or put your comments below. Okay, so the verse for today, of course, is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. I'm coming to you today with the knowledge, so make sure you get it, so you won't have any reason to complain why you didn't get the knowledge. So let me go ahead and open up my notes. Okay, so last week I spoke about weight loss, and I needed to pretty much explain a little bit more about detoxification. I touched on detoxification, but I didn't explain it thoroughly. So now we're going to be explaining it today thoroughly. Okay. So what is detoxification? Detoxification is pretty much, to me, the way I understand it is, you have to be able to go understand it from a cellular level. Once you understand how to detox your body from a cellular level, you have to think about it cellularly, because if you think about it any other way, it's kind of hard to explain. So, because everything works within your cells. Okay, so fat. When we talk about fat and why we gain weight and why we get sick and things like that, what is fat made of? Fat cells. Fat, when cells become fat, what do we pretty much understand that as? What goes actually into your cells to create what we call fat. So when your body breaks down food, it doesn't matter what you eat, and anything that you eat, your body will break it down into what we call glucose. And glucose is actually a form of sugar, and our body puts it into our cells. And then our cells are not actually made of, we're not considering it as fat. It's actually that with all the toxins and the waste that goes into our cells grow. And that's what we're calling fat cells. So the things that go into our cell is glucose. Like I said, food is broken down and it becomes glucose. And then once we have too much of our cells becoming intoxicated with glucose, we call these, like I said, fat cells, which are also called adipose cells. We actually do not lose our adipose cells. They always have been there. Once you grow them, they always can grow to that size. But what our issue is, or what we're trying to do with detoxification and weight loss, is to shrink those cells. But we'll always have adipose cells, which are fat cells. Okay, it's just a matter of getting your cells to a point where you detox. They're able to effectively detox every day. So our body struggles with detox, and it tries to detox our organs on a daily basis, and sometimes it struggles with that, and it has a hard time doing that, and that's when we come overweight. So in 1 pound of fat, there's 3,500 calories in 1 pound of fat. 3,500 calories, 3,500 calories and 1 fat. So that means you have to really exercise. You have to really go in hard, and most likely reduce the calories that you eat, intake that you eat a day, and then also, um, work out and lose it through trying to work out. But it's kind of hard to actually lose weight through weight loss or exercising. So we have to find a more effective way to lose weight. Some people are able to lose weight through exercising, and most people are not. And it's because you have to get down to the source of what's making you toxic, or what's making your fat cells grow. So if you don't get down to the cause of what's going on, then you may lose the weight, but you'll immediately gain it back. So we're gonna, like I said, we're talking about detoxification today, which you have to go down to the cellular level in order to understand exactly what's going on with your body and your metabolism. Okay, so our organ that metabolizes fat, which is responsible for fat, which is also responsible for over 500 functions in our body, which is also the second largest organ in our body. And I'm sure you know what that organ is. It's a detoxing organ, and it's our liver. Our liver is on the right side of our body. That's it right here. Actually, I have my detox shirt on. I detoxed earlier this year with a group of people on Facebook, but talk about that later. It's an organ right here, second largest organ in your body. So it's responsible for a whole lot of different functions, and one of the main functions that we're talking about today is detoxification. So when it comes to detoxification, and when it comes to losing weight, our body is very smart. So it takes on the priority of trying to detox, because detoxing will keep us alive. So you have to be able to find effective ways for your body to detox. And if it doesn't, then that's when we start getting overweight and start having blood pressure issues or heart diseases in our body, things like that. Okay, so the more toxins we have in our body, the less our liver is able to break it down. So we'll get into more of actually how our liver does that in a minute. Our body, or our cells, like I said, on the cellular level, our cells are consumed with the food that we eat. So if we eat a lot of sugars, a lot of salts, consume a lot of meats and dairies, things that our body cannot properly digest, then we have metabolism problems. We have issues on trying to break those toxins down. And when we get those things that our body cannot recognize, it puts it in a category of toxins. And when our toxins are overloaded in our body, our liver starts to slow down, which is called a sluggish liver. If you are on medications, prescription drugs, things like that, then those things that you actually consume are actually toxic to your body as well. So one of your main objectives should be is to eliminate the pharmaceuticals that you consume or that you take in your body, so that you can eliminate as much toxins in your body as you possibly can. When you consume a lot of medicine, pharmaceuticals, it it makes your weight loss a challenge, because the medicine becomes acidic in your body. So our body functions better on alkalinity, and I'll speak about a little bit about that later. But medicine turns our body acid. So once your body becomes acid, it takes on another realm within the cell, that our cells, like I said, become toxic. And then when our cells fill up with sugars and salts and potassium and all this stuff that we eat every day, meats and things like that, everything that we eat every day, when our body fills up with those toxins, it's hard for us to eliminate those toxins. So we store them. We pretty much, if we cannot burn sugar, we cannot burn what we eat on a daily basis, we store it. And we store it as, like I said before, adipose in our adipose tissues, which are our fat cells. And then once we develop our fat cells, it's hard to, get them to break them down, because our body wants to hold on to the fat, which is actually called a famine effect. When you stop eating and you stop drinking, then our body holds on to, wants to hold on to that fat, and it wants to hold on to our liquids, our waters, things like that. So that's why it's hard to actually lose weight. So when, like I said, when our cells get so polluted and toxic with all these different things that we eat, everyday processed foods, then it goes into a state of toxicity, which causes lesions. The lesions that occur are more, kind of like throughout our body. Some of the cells, and I was explaining in the last video last week, that when they get so big, they cause they explode, which is called cell death. The cells will explode into your body, which causes inflammation. Inflammation is found in your arteries, veins, all over your body. Your body becomes inflamed. When your body becomes inflamed because of all these toxins, it puts a wall of fluid around your cells. It puts a wall of fluid around your cells to protect that cell from any more damage. And when it protects the cell from damage, it miscommunicates with other cells, and it miscommunicates with our organs as well. When our toxins cause lesions in our bodies, it's because of the toxins being so acidy. I spoke about the pH balance, and I spoke about that in the last video, but I'll speak about it again later on when I speak about nutrition. It causes acid, and acid is designed to burn. So it burns holes in our intestines, it burns holes in our bodies, in our arteries and things like that. And then once we burn holes into our arteries, our liver comes to the aid and produces LDL, which is the bad cholesterol. So the bad cholesterol comes in, covers up the holes or the tears, or the damage that it did. It covers them up, tries to cover the cells up, tries to cover the arteries up, tries to cover the cuts up, so that it can try to save our life, so that it can try to keep us alive. And in the process of all this LDL, bad cholesterol, cholesterol, let me just, there's a myth about cholesterol is all bad. There's good cholesterol, there's bad cholesterol. The bad cholesterol is LDL, the good cholesterol is HDL. So, but when we have lesions in our body, in our blood, in our arteries, it's the LDL that causes the problems, because the LDL, it covers our cells up. Our cells get blockaged when it comes to our receptors trying to communicate with hormones, trying to communicate with other cells, and cells trying to communicate with tissue, and tissue trying to communicate with organs, and organs trying to communicate with our central nervous system. So all that just gets scrambled up. All that information just scrambled up, and that's how we get, pretty much where we are today with diseases in our body. We have all kind of diseases out there that we're affected with every day. So when there's a miscommunication between our cells because they're getting clogged up, then this is what happens with when your cells get clogged up. You can get poor circulation in your blood. You can get high blood pressure. You can get diabetes. You can get fibromyalgia. I could just probably go on with the millions and thousands of diseases that are out there. But toxins cause dis-ease in your body. So it's kind of hard to say that, or it's hard to understand that we want to call everything a disease. But pretty much when you have a dis-ease in your body, it's because your body is toxic on a cellular level. And I've came to learn that when your body is very toxic, the highest of toxicity it can be, it usually causes or creates cancer in your body. So when you know that there's a cell that has cancer in it, most likely your body's at its highest of toxicity. So you want to definitely learn how to detox your body from that point on. And that's why I'm bringing this pretty much information to you. So now we're going to talk about lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is a drainage system. It's lymph drainage, which goes and it detoxifies. It sends toxins into your lymphatic system, where your blood and your lymphatic system actually flows together. So all the toxins that are actually in your blood will fall to your lymphatic system, and your lymphatic system will send it to your liver for detoxification. Your liver job is, like I said, 500 functions to get rid of the toxins. And if it's overwhelmed by toxins, then it just stores it. So it's not being effective by burning the toxins or getting rid of the toxins. You get rid of your toxins, through your breathing, respiration, perspiration, your urine system, and your skin, things like that. That's how you get rid of toxins. But if your body's not able to handle the overage of toxins, then pretty much we just get wider, which means that our fat cells are developing. So toxins can damage our genetics, which is our DNA. Like I said, when you get down to being very toxic, you start getting to become overwhelmingly toxic, which can damage cells. It can damage DNA. It can damage your genetics, which causes your cells not to be able to communicate and work properly. Those toxins create free radicals in your body, and you definitely don't want free radicals in your body because it causes you to age faster and not age gracefully. It's important to drink half of your weight in body ounces. Drink half of your weight in ounces of water a day. Like if you weigh 100 pounds, then you drink at least 50 ounces of water a day. So you drink half of your body weight in ounces a day, and that flushes out your lymphatic system. If you don't drink water, you don't drink enough water, you don't drink, the right amount of, right amount of water, but the right kind of water, then, which means that the molecules need to be remineralized in order for it to be cleansing to your cells. Then if you're not doing that, then that's when your body struggles to detoxify. So water helps you to flush out those toxins. Like when you go get a massage, that's the last thing that they give you once they press all them toxins out of you, and get all your lymphatics moving, and they want you to drink plenty of water. So that's why, because you're flushing all those toxins out. If you don't drink water on a continuous basis, then your body starts to fail and break down. Okay, so now we're going to talk about, I wish I could ask, if you have any questions, but of course if you have any questions, then just address them in the comments below. We're going to talk about nutrition. So one of the questions was, what kind of food do I eat in order to detoxify? So natural health professional Dr. Sebi spoke about his alkaline foods. And when he spoke about his alkaline foods, he wanted to make sure that people understood that we need alkalinity in our body. When our bodies become acid, then that's when the havoc starts in our body, and that's when we start to get diseases in our body. So alkalinity, let's see. Okay, let me see. On the pH scale, I'll just try to write it right here. On the pH scale, you have 0 to 14. Um, in the middle, 7, which is neutral. You want to eat the foods on this side, which are alkaline. And you want to try to eliminate the foods on this side, which are acid. So when I coach people on nutrition, I usually let them know that if they try to maintain an 80-20 program, then they pretty much can be able to know that they're doing a good job with detoxing their body. So alkaline foods are made to detoxify your body. And why alkaline foods? Because our cells need oxygen. Alkaline foods are high in oxygen, which we need. That's called, pretty much our cells need oxygen in order to live. And with a lack of oxygen, our cells die, which, like I said before, when our cells die and explode, it can cause a lot of issues, and then our body starts to become very toxic because we have all this inflammation floating around. We have all this toxicity floating around, which causes diseases. It causes, when your body gets too high in toxicity, it causes cancer. So let's see. So just remember that pH scale. Eat 80% of alkaline foods, and then 20% of all the other stuff. Fruits and vegetables are what we need. So those are alkaline foods. Fruits and vegetables are called the scrubbers of nutrition. They're the scrubbers of our arteries, and they clean our system out. So if you're not getting enough green leafy vegetables and fruits in your system, then you're going to become toxic. So fruits and vegetables are designed to provide us oxygen, and they're designed to give us everything we need for healing. They're healing foods. So green leafy vegetables are healing foods. Wheatgrass, consume some wheatgrass. That's healing foods. So that helps to eliminate inflammation in your body, eliminates disease in your body, and eliminates toxins and waste, things like that. So also fruits and vegetables provide us with enzymes. Like I said, enzymes, fruits and vegetables are the scrubbers, and enzymes are the ones that actually scrub. So and if you're not eating enough fruits and vegetables, then your system is not getting clean and detox. So think about, having those enzymes and, consuming probiotics for the effectiveness of your digestive system, things like that. So, and also things that would help would be to consume warm water. If you can't drink water, pretty much all day, think about drinking warm water, which is, you can put warm water in the form of tea. And some of the benefits to drinking warm water, like especially in the morning when you first get up, drink some tea so that you can consume that warm water. And there's 10 things that helps that warm water helps to do. First, it aids in constipation. So if you're constipated on a daily basis, then drinking warm water helps to soften your stool. It improves digestion. Like I said, the warm water goes in and helps to provide your digestive system to work more effectively with warm water or warm teas, things like that. Let's see. Because when you consume cold drinks, then it's hard on your digestive system. So warm foods are easier on your digestive system, and your digestive system will love you for that. Number 3, it treats nasal congestion. So if you have congestion, warm water will help that. Number 4, soothes sore throats. Of course, everybody knows that, drink some warm lemon or tea or something like that. It helps to soothe our throat. Number 5, it detoxes your body, you know, because warm water raises your body temperature up, so your body starts to detox through sweating. So you start getting hot, your body starts to detox. So it aids in detoxifying your body. It sheds excessive pounds. That's of course through, you know, consuming more water. Improves blood circulation, which decreases fat deposits or your fat cells. It alleviates menstrual cramps, and as women, we all know that we want to be able to alleviate those cramps. So drinking warm water also benefits you in that way. It induces sleep, which helps you relax better. So you drink some warm tea at night before you go to bed with some lemon maybe in it, and it'll help you sleep better. And number 10, it slows down aging. So it helps you to, you know, by slowing down aging, helps you to detox. It helps you to get rid of all them toxins, because toxin ages you. So flush your body, and those are the 10 things that warm water would do. And like I said, you can drink, consume tea. Um, you know, get some detox tea. Detox tea will help. You can get, you know, just get your favorite teas that you like to drink and just try to drink those all day long. And those recommended that you drink 30, not 30, but 3 to 4 ounces of warm water every 30 minutes. And that helps detoxify your kidneys and your liver as well. You know, you can do that on the weekend. That's a form of detoxification. Every 30 minutes, you take 3 to 4 ounces of a tea or water. Okay, let's see. The detoxification plan. According to Dr. Jack on the internet, he explains that there's a detoxification plan. And number 1, always support your liver first, because your liver is your number 1 detox organ. It aids in digestion. You can get a colon cleanse, and it's good on your intestines. Number 2 is always detoxify the extracellular matrix. That means anything that's outside of your cells, make sure you detox them as well. And by drinking a lot of, you know, enough water, and eating alkaline foods, that also helps. Number 2 also, just to add to that, by detoxifying your extracellular matrix, it helps, you know, your kidneys function more properly, and then it helps your endocrine system function more properly, which is your hormonal system. Once your hormones get thrown off, then, you know, toxins can disrupt your hormones, because your hormones work through cells, and if your cells are not, like I said, you know, communicating properly with other cells, then it can cause hormonal issues. For instance, you know, when your cycle, for women, when their cycle is not regular, or they have longer cycles, that's a hormonal issue. Or when women have fibroid issues, that's a hormonal issue. So, you know, when you have hormonal issues like that, you know, look to the cellular level. What's going on in my cells? So, you know, Dr. Sabi also promoted his cell food, and which means, you know, the cell food cleans out your cells. So he was always, you know, wanting to get down to the cellular level of why we get disease, and he would always explain, you know, about the cell. You know, a lot of the issues are in your cells. So number 3 is always support drainage, toxification, the drainage of your kidneys. Make sure your kidneys are working properly. Make sure your liver is detoxing properly. You know, just drainage. Your body's draining these things out properly. Number 4 is molecules will repair DNA, such as vitamin B. So make sure that you know your vitamin B levels. Make sure that you're not low on vitamin B12, things like that. And you can get, you know, most people know that you can get vitamin B from meat, but you can also get vitamin B in a good consumption of vegetables. A lot of people don't know that if you're a vegetarian, you just have to find the right vegetables that you can get your vitamin B's from, you know. So vitamin B is it can be found in meats, but it's only because those animals that eat plants and vegetables are getting their vitamin B12. So they're body is filled with vitamin B12 because they eat vegetables. So then when we consume them, we're actually getting, um, I guess, the byproduct of vitamin B12 from them. But if we can learn, like animals do, to eat alkaline foods and eat vegetables, eat from the earth, then we can get our B12 from the earth as well. Number 5, always support inner cell detox. When you think about your cells, you think about weight loss, you think about fat cells, you think about toxins. Always think about cells on a cellular level. Cellular, because it's always going to be cellular. If your cells can't communicate with other cells and your hormones can't communicate with your cells and your body can't communicate with your cells and your nervous system can't communicate with the cells, it's just havoc. Your body wreaks havoc, and that's not what you want when you become when you want to become a healthy person. So in order to have optimal health, you have to look cellularly. So this video is about 30 minutes long now, so I'm going to go ahead and end it at this point. Thank you for joining me, watching this video with me. I hope that you learned something about detoxification. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please like this video. If you can, share this video with others that may need this information as well. And this is Dr. Natural Nikki coming to you from Imagine Wellness. Also click on the notification button so that when these videos come out that you will be able to get them first. Okay, so have a great day and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.